Hey, what's up, everyone? Luigi GX right here, and tonight I'm reacting to Aku versus Ganon, Samurai Jack versus The Legend of Zelda. Now, I want to say Ganon would win, but I feel like Aku has a better chance of winning. Even though I dislike Aku, I'm not saying I hate him. He is kind of like he is a good character, but the way I just didn't like how he did with Jack right there, about on the finals, on my final season, which was good, but except kind of like the final episode of the final season. But yeah, a lot of people has been complaining about that, but I thought it was okay. Wasn't a big fan of it, but I thought it was okay. But yeah, I feel like Aku is going to win this one, but I want to say Ganon. So yeah, basically, it's just like that. But anyway, as always, make sure to check out the original video. I'll be right back here to watch it together, okay? Okay. Yeah, this again. Evan Shrine presents Father vs. Spider-Man. Oh, hey, went back to that. What about the Stockman, Pharaoh's vs. Hercules, Chaos vs. Buzz Bunny, Mario vs. Luigi, Deadpool vs. Dante, LG and YouTube Meme Free For All, Cartoon Fight Club.
I hate this channel.
What is up, everyone? Welcome to the 198th episode of Cartoon Fight Club. I'm your host,
Rewind.
And if you're
7, 3, 2, 1.
be sure to check out the older content. But if you know how the game is played, then let's get ready for the fight. Tonight's episode was animated by Omega7321. So if you enjoy what you see, head on over to his channel and subscribe.
I also see Droop the Hedgehog.
Speaking of tonight's battle, we have a fight between Ganondorf and Aku. And Ganon is part of a multiverse, so I'm gonna have to stick with the Ocarina of Time version, since I feel it's the most fair incarnation to work with. So with all this in mind,
well, they're like more powerful versions of Ganon because that can't beat Aku.
Aku's legacy started off as a rare fragment. He was essentially the leftover residue of a primordial evil energy that was vanquished by the likes of Odin, Ra the sun god, and Vishnu. The plan of these three gods was to make sure that every single cell of this evil source would be evaporated.
Yeah, but they failed.
One tiny sliver luckily survived. That tiny sliver eventually grown into the very thick bit by the name of Aku. Aku grew to be very manipulative, and thanks to disguising his evil form as a black forest, he was able to let the human air fall into his benefits. Samurai Jack's father, known as the Emperor of his time, tried to destroy the evil forest with an arrow dipped into a special elixir.
Oh, that was not cool.
This arrow only gave Aku an advantage and an entrance into the human realm, which means that the gods could no longer directly interfere. Essentially, this was plot armor so that the gods don't do what they easily did that would have ended this series from even starting. So the gods had to think outside of the box and create a sacred enchanted sword capable of harming Aku, and gave that sword to Samurai Jack. What makes Aku so powerful, Aku has never been shown to be harmed by any normal weaponry. Now, I'm not going to say that Aku is 100% completely omnipotent to non-sacred weaponry, but throughout his time facing mortal invented weapons, he's brushed them off with no effort at all. An example of his ability and power can be shown when he killed off all the dinosaurs in his meteor form. This showcases both continent-level durability and destruction capability. Aku has the abilities of teleportation, telekinesis. He can bring dead people to life and control them like puppets. He can shapeshift, and his most iconic ability is his eye beams. These beams can easily slice through many forms of matter and stone. Aku is also very skilled in martial arts and hand-to-hand combat. He can toe with many legendary warriors like Jack's father, many highly trained armies, and Samurai Jack himself. Now, Aku is not without his weaknesses. He is bound to the law of the time-space continuum, righteousness, divine power, and even his own reflection. His reflection can send him back to his base form. Righteousness inside a living thing can naturally vanquish his presence. And if he breaks the law of time and space, he doesn't have power to set new laws of physics.
Oh, so I'm guessing that could be a good thing for Ganondorf because Ocarina of Time or something I'm not really sure.
He was a very powerful tyrant in the Samurai Jack universe. He has many shape-shifting...
I mean, with that balance plan and Ganon, they kind of combined off.
From one powerful tyrant to another, let's discuss Ganondorf, and the best place to start is with the legendary Triforce. The Triforce.
Oh yeah, he does have a Triforce power.
Created by the three golden goddesses: Din, the goddess of power; Faror, the goddess of courage; and Nehru, the goddess of wisdom. The Triforce is bestowed by its carrier through destiny. Before it was shattered, it was kept in the Temple of Light within the Sacred Realm. There are three main factions to the Triforce: the Triforce of Courage, Wisdom, and Power. Link bestows the Triforce of Courage, Zelda bestows Wisdom, and the Swine King himself, thanks to process of elimination and actually stealing it, bestows the Triforce of Power.
Okay.
And that's right, Ganondorf received it by taking it. He also constantly tries to take over the lands of Hyrule and Link's bit. Ganondorf is one strong foe. He can crack stone pillars roughly 50 feet tall and 10 feet thick with a single jab.
That is true.
Equivalent to having the punching force of 40 sticks of dynamite, and this is just a normal punch.
Yeah, but will it be enough? I don't think so.
Survive direct stabs in the chest and manipulate energy around him to send deadly dark.
Yeah, I feel like Aku has a durability advantage.
On par with Link, a powerful tyrant capable of storming through Hyrule's best guards, and his kill first, ask questions later attitude makes him a dangerous foe if you aren't careful with your decisions. When Ganondorf transforms from his base form into his pig beast form known as Ganon, he gains a supreme level of strength, power, and durability. But this does come at a cost. For his physical boost, it can easily be seen that he gives up a mental edge as he no longer acts like a human and starts fighting.
So I'm guessing Aku could easily manipulate him.
Argue that Ganon is completely immortal to normal weapons and he can only be killed through holy weapons, but this is not true. Link has defeated Ganon before with a normal sword, and Ganon has been seen to take damage from the hook shot and the mega hammer. While he is far stronger against normal weapons and more vulnerable to holy ones, both
I feel like Aku's gonna win this one
with enough force. Overall,
I just, like I said, this whole situation, it's just whatever.
And now,
okay. Yep, I want to say Ganondorf, but Aku, I feel like he's going to win this one. I really do. So, sorry, Ganon? Yes. Sorry.
Relays.
Extra thick!
That's your daughter, you know that?
Yeah, baby! I really made it!
Oh, no. So I guess that's how they're gonna fight. I will admit, that is clever.
Leave me alone! Oh, but I could you. I got some info on Jacko that's out of this world, babe. Dig this, boss. Jacko has lost his Sordo.
Oh. No, you are not. That is not the person you're. Ganondorf, that is not the person right there. Nope, it's not Link. I like those kind of like 3D those close-ups right there.
Somebody, please. Stop all that noise! Let the madness begin!
Fuck! There was that step I was fighting with. Right, come on, Ganondorf. Yeah, that's not gonna be enough. Foolish warrior. Oh man, I could read that.
scum!
Yep, I can have that easily. Oh, Smash Bros. Styles. Oh, there's a sword right there. Yeah, I don't think that's not gonna affect that too that much.
Oh no.
Dude, I am looking at both things right there. They're very good. Oh no. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Come on, gather our show and the Triforce of Power. So I'm guessing he's powering up too?
Yes.
Okay. Wait, couldn't you poison Aku or something? Dang. That was really... Okay.
And the winner is Aku, but before we discuss why, I owe a super huge thanks to the battle animator Omega7321. If you enjoyed what you saw,
I'm
head over to
guessing...
his channel and subscribe.
Oh my.
Collaborated on some scenes. Subscribe to his channel as well.
So yeah, Aku wins, but this is not an easy fight. The tricky thing about this one is how similar each character is in terms of power variety, statistical feats, and counter categories each one of them.
That is true.
Let's start with strength. In this category, they are both strong in their own right, but I am going to have to give the raw lifting strength edge to Ganon. Ganon has a natural tactic of destroying things with his brute force alone, like when he slices entire pillars and levels entire castles with pure force. When Aku destroys things, he mostly relies on magic, fire, and his lasers. When it comes to speed, I'm going to have to give the edge to Aku. Because he is so versatile with his forms, he can easily transform into a fast-flying bat, a slender, quick martial artist, or can use time manipulation to rig himself into a speed edge. Ganon only really has two forms, which are his beast form and his base form. When it comes to skill,
That's true.
I have to give a super slight edge to Ganondorf in this fight specifically. Now, they are both highly skilled in their own rights, and in a vacuum with no variables, Aku is actually more skilled in general. But when matched up against Ganondorf, he actually takes the edge, and here's why. Aku is specifically afraid and weaker towards swordsmen, and Ganon is a master swordsman. Now keep in mind this is only a slight edge, as Aku is far more experienced thanks to being far older and because he faced a wider variety of foes. But again, he is weaker towards swordsmen, which is why he fears Jack so much, and in this fight he's going up against one of the best swordsmen to ever live. When it comes to intelligence, I'm going to have to give Aku the edge. Aku is far more manipulative, and he likes to make deals with his enemies during battles, plus he hardly ever underestimates his foes. He even talked Jack out of using his sword, and Aku always knows when to back out of a fight so he can retreat, heal himself, and live to fight another day. Ganon, specifically in his beast form, hardly ever thinks rationally and acts more out of animal instinct than tactical decision making. And the final category where Aku takes the cake is durability. Not only has
that is true.
an asteroid-sized blast that wiped out all the dinosaurs, but his only real weakness was shown against Jack's sacred sword. Now keep in mind, I'm not claiming that Aku is 100% omnipotent to anything else except the sword, but his durability is far more consistent than Ganon's, as we have seen Ganon harmed by both non-holy and holy weapons, contrary to popular belief. All in all, while this is a very
Wasn't that a different game?
Aku's edges do outnumber Ganon's, and he does hold the more effective ones that suit better for the long run, making the winner of this fight Aku. Now, if you want to see a meme rematch with CDI Ganon and extra thick Aku, all you have to do is like this video.
I was more expecting like you get different Ganon.
15,000 likes. There will be a rematch. Plus, don't forget to comment.
I kind of want to see Aku versus take on Bill Clayton. You know, let's look at that.
On the next episode of Cartoon Fight Club.
I already know who it is. But I decided just give it a try. Anyway, I'm not going to waste time with this. But anyway, it's Shattuck versus Vegito. So yeah, Aku wins. This was a close fight, a tricky one, but I can't accept that Aku wins. So yeah. But anyway, as always, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, or clip. I'll see you right back here next time. Luigi GX.